78 Nova 4-door revival video 38. We start with a mail call to John Jevchance, and his YouTube and website information is there, and I'm sure everybody that's subscribed to me is subscribed to John, but he's working on a Mustang and just nutted up and started priming. So that was very inspirational to see. So I'm glad he did that, and hopefully I'll be doing the same thing with this car someday soon. So progress. I've levitated the hood off the car. I had to do this by myself, so I got my straps wrapped up, and they're holding the weight pretty well. But I'm going to get somebody to help me pull it off there and put the hood off to the side until I'm ready to work on it. The reason I'm doing the hood is so that I could take a fender off, and you know, it's all one thing leads to another. I'm sure everybody who has experience knows that to take these bolts off, that's all attached to other stuff you have to take off and whatnot. So, but I've been bagging up my bolts and labeling them hood bolts, and one hood bolt is somewhere in there, and I'll find that once I can climb in there with a flashlight. So I wanted to talk about something, comfort zone and getting out of your comfort zone, because this whole project for me is about getting out of comfort zone. I didn't have an automotive comfort zone, you know, things I was comfortable doing because I hadn't done anything. You know, I could change an oil filter, and I've put in an alternator and that kind of stuff, but like digging into body work and repair and painting, priming, stripping, removing bits and pieces off the car, I hadn't done that, and outside of my comfort zone. So in experiencing breaking out of the comfort zone, I thought about what it is that takes to get out of your comfort zone. And it's intent. You have to want to do it, but it's also intent, what you want to do, energy, and commitment. You need commitment because you can start a project and then you sort of wimp out and freak out or whatever and step back into your comfort zone. And you need the commitment to keep you over the line. Basically eliminating or fighting your fear. So, and there are all kinds of rationalizations why we can't do something. This isn't, comfort zone isn't about ability. If you are physically able to do something, even though you haven't developed the skill, you're able to do it, you just haven't decided to do it. That's, you know, the intent part. So I've been thinking a lot about that. My intent with this car is pretty good. The energy wavers sometimes, and the commitment wavers sometimes, but the intent is pretty much there. So I'm going to try to follow John Jevchance's example and just freaking bull on through it. And that's part of why I started taking the car apart. I didn't want to take the car apart because I didn't want to worry about lining up body lines and all that stuff. To get this done right in primer for painting in the spring, I have to take it apart. I have to prime everything where I want paint to go. So that means putting it back together so I can drive it down to Florida. Tough noogies. It's more experience for me. So I'm giving myself a lot of experience, a lot of opportunity to learn things. But you need those three things. I need those three things: intent, energy, and commitment. So I'm nutting up slowly. It's not as dramatic as John's video, but you know, I could drop this thing on my car and smash my windshield, and that would be kind of dramatic, but no. So anyway, video update 38. And thank you, John.